It's rare that we get to be on the frontier of a brand new social media app. And ever since I received my invitation to Clubhouse, I've been lightweight obsessed. Now, we all remember when Instagram started. And for me personally, I slept on Instagram for a long time. I'm what you would call a late adopter. I am very remiss in that because I wish I had been on the platform way earlier, but that's neither here nor there. If you want to find out more about what Clubhouse is and how to use it to grow your business, especially for my food photographers out there, how to grow your food photography business in 2021, keep watching. So literally 2 days ago, a good friend of mine who's a social media maven and a marketer called me. We were talking about personal stuff because we are friends, we have personal lives. And towards the end of our conversation, she said, "Have you heard of Clubhouse?" I said, "No, what is it?" So she started to explain it to me, which I'm going to explain to you now. And she sent me a link. She said, "Go on, fill out the information, pick a username, and then if somebody sees that is in your friend group or in your contacts, they will send you an invitation to join, because at this point, it's invitation only." And another thing that you should note is that it's really for iPhone users right now.
No, God, please, no, no!
I went on, I followed the steps, did all of the things, picked my username. Unfortunately, the key ingredient was too long, so I had to use Kiana Adams. And I went on there and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I just wait. Lo and behold, literally like less than an hour later, one of my contacts pings me and says, "You've been invited." So I'm like, cool, great. I didn't realize at that point how awesome that was, because from what I've been reading in my research for Clubhouse, people are literally paying for invites. Like, it's that deep right now. So Clubhouse is an app that is comprised of miniature chat rooms. It's almost like a very informal talk radio jam session, like minds coming together to discuss different topics. You have a profile. There's no messaging. That's taken out, so just forget about that. There's no photos. It's mainly just audio. And that's kind of like what threw me a little bit, because I was like, okay, but at the same time, it sort of relaxed me too, because, if you've been on Instagram and you're doing lives, there's a lot of setup, you want to make sure that your camera ready, all of that. But with this, it's just audio, so you just are engaging. You don't worry about all of the other visual stuff. It gives you room to put, who you are and what your title is, or an entrepreneur, what you do for your clients. You can put in your links to your email and websites, your interests, your focus, why you're on the app. And then it also lets you connect to your Instagram account and your Twitter account, which is really cool, because when you're listening to certain talks or you're in certain rooms, they'll say, if you have any questions, DM me, which means that you're going to go to their Instagram profile and send them a message if you have questions or if you want to connect further. Because the app is fairly new, less than a year old, that means that it opens up a world of possibilities in terms of how you can make money or expand your business or further your engagement, increase your visibility on other platforms. On Clubhouse, the thing to do is host a room, open a room, host a room, create a title, create a chat, and invite your followers to come to it. And that way people can start literally engaging with you in real time. I've participated in a few rooms and I was nervous, honestly. I was so nervous to raise my hand and I have a question, because there's a queue and you see your photos start getting closer and people call on you. And it's kind of it's exciting. It's exhilarating. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm telling you, once you do it, it's so fun. Okay, this is how it's done. So right now, because Clubhouse is in its beta stage, it's a private app. essentially. And so you need an invitation to join. Once you are invited, which I'm so happy that I was, I'll tell you the truth, you receive one invite. And that's to maintain the exclusivity. And also it's accountability that they're going for. They want to keep the trolls and their bridges and their nasty comments and anything that is troll-esque off the app. So when you get on the app, you get one invite. And when you look at your profile, you will see at the bottom that you were nominated by a particular person. That person is attached to you for the life of your account, essentially at this point. And so what that means is if you start acting up and doing stuff that's crazy, then you might get kicked off the app and the person who nominated you might get kicked off the app. So this is why the invitations are so coveted and why people aren't just giving them out willy-nilly, okay? So if you so happen to get an invitation and accept it, act right. Once you use the app consistently, you've participated in some rooms, you've hosted some rooms, then you might receive a few more invitations, and they're really keeping them like close to the chest. Unless you're a verified member or you have a huge following or you're a celebrity, you may receive more, but initially you get one invite and that's it. All right, another way to get on the app if you have not received an invitation is the side door. All right, so what that actually means is you go to the Clubhouse website, you download the app, you select or reserve a username, and then if you have a lot of friends or a lot of people who are connected to you who are using the app, then and they see that you reserved a name and you've downloaded the app, they may have the opportunity to just kind of like wave you on through without using their official or one of their official invitations. So that's pretty cool. So what does that look like? So that means that you have these little chat rooms and conversations are happening in real time. So when you talk about engagement, it's instant. So if you go into a room and they're talking about marketing or food or restaurants or meditation, all of those of which I participated in the last 2 days, I kid you not. But when you walk into a room or you click on a room that you're interested in, hearing what the conversation is about, and there's a title, obviously, so you know what you're walking into, it's not random, then you are a member of the audience. So there's 3 types of, stages that you're in when you enter a room. At first, you are an audience member. The moderator, who is often the host or co-host, will invite people up to the stage to speak. So the moderator, pretty much a good one at least, controls the flow of the conversation, keeps people on topic, refreshes the room every so often. And what that means is if I walk into a room and they've been going for half an hour, the moderator will say, if you're just joining us, welcome to our room. We're discussing X, Y, and Z, and my name is so-and-so, and this is my brand, and this is what I do. And we'll open up the floor for Q&A at a certain point. It's pretty awesome. So as an audience member, you can just sit there and listen to the conversation same way you would as you were listening to a talk radio show. But there are buttons at the bottom of your profile, and one has a nice little hand, and you can tap it if you want to raise your hand to ask a question. And if the moderator or the host has opened up the floor for questions, or depending on the room that you're in, you may automatically be on stage, whether you want to or not. You will be able to then unmute and speak and participate in sort of roundtable type discussions, which is really, really, really awesome. If you want to find out how to use Clubhouse to elevate your business, I'm going to show you how to hack the experience in part 2 of this video. So keep watching. Hold on, I need to back up a little bit.
2,000 years later.
Tells me about blah, blah, and blah, blah. Okay. Editor, we're gonna cut that. I'm gonna start at the beginning, okay? Okay, so